everyone, welcome back. Before we get into today's video, I do have to preface this by saying that we have learned that we are not allowed to use this color or this word in a consecutive order. And due to trademark reasons, instead of me saying this, you're going to hear. The principles and ideas that we speak about in this video have long since been the core values of our company. I will link a playlist right up here with our founders actually talking about these very concepts before it was mainstream and before there was an official title for it. So without further ado, roll that beautiful beat. Just kidding, I'm not allowed to say that either. Roll the clip. The Blue Zone diet was popularized by a Netflix documentary, but Growing Spaces has long since believed in this diet and more so a lifestyle, one of healthy eating, daily exercise, mindfulness, and meditation. The documentary often takes us to faraway and distant lands where people live upwards of 100 years old. And it turns out that their secret to this success is not much of a secret at all. Whole foods and daily exercise are the two most crucial aspects, and their foods are most often grown within 10 miles of their home. While many of us dream of living in the Japanese countryside or on a Grecian island, it's not the reality for most of us. So how can we take the principles of this lifestyle and apply it to our own lives? A backyard garden is a great place to start, but many of us are plagued by a short growing season, along with nature's many other challenges. That's where a growing dome comes in. You can extend your gardening season to 365 days a year, and you don't have to worry about wildlife and extreme weather events that you do outside. You can also grow things that might not otherwise thrive in your climate, all while moving your body and getting the daily exercise that is key to longevity. Some of the many things that can be grown in a dome that are part of the Blue Zone diet include beans, leafy greens such as spinach, kale, chard, beet tops, and collards, tomatoes, herbs, potatoes, both Irish and sweet, figs, fennel, garlic, eggplants, and avocados. Many of these crops are difficult to grow outdoors due to our limited growing season. We were only able to plant our Irish potatoes outside at the very end of May, which is due to our growing zone. But we were able to plant the same potatoes inside of our growing dome in mid-March, which has given us a 2.5-month head start. These are not the only crops that you can grow that fall under the Blue Zone diet. The main benefits come from eating whole foods that are free from preservatives, artificial sweeteners, and coloring. One of the many plants that was popularized in the Netflix documentary were purple sweet potatoes, specifically a variety in Japan known as the Okinawan sweet potato, which happened to be almost impossible to find outside of Japan due to an infestation of potato weevils. But you can source other sweet potato slips online, or you can make your own, which is what we have decided to do. Creating your own sweet potato slips involves getting an organic sweet potato and suspending it in a glass of water using toothpicks. This specific potato has been growing for about 8 weeks now, and you can see we have a nice healthy grouping of slips. These leafy bits are what we will plant in the ground, and each one of these will yield about 3 to 5 sweet potatoes. So we're going to plant our sweet potatoes on the east side or in the central bed of our growing dome. They are vines, so they will cast shade to the plants grown below them, and we're going to space them out about 12 to 18 inches apart. It's best not to plant them too close to tomatoes because they do have the possibility to share the same diseases. But we're going to dig down and make sure that we bury our roots if we have them, or the nodes if that's what we have present. We're going to water our sweet potato slips thoroughly, daily for the first 7 days. Then we're going to switch to every other day for the next 7 days. And once that 14-week period has passed, we can go down to watering once a week. After they've established themselves, these guys can tolerate pretty dry soils. They are super high in vitamins, which makes them a superfood. So they have a lot of vitamin A, we have vitamin C, potassium, and iron. They actually have more vitamins in them than spinach. For more detailed information on growing your own sweet potatoes, check out our in-depth blog post that we'll have linked for you right up here. You can also subscribe to our monthly newsletter so that you could get this type of gardening content sent straight to your inbox. If you are what you eat, so are your plants. So we recommend practicing organic gardening methods, using high-quality compost, and natural pest remedies. It has been scientifically proven that the beneficial bacteria in soil can help to boost serotonin levels and thus your mental health. Because the environment of the growing dome can be enjoyed 365 days a year, You get to reap these benefits all year long. Remember to make your growing dome accessible. Your growing dome will last you upwards of 20 to 30 years with proper maintenance, and as we age, our mobility often changes. We typically see raised garden beds 16 to 24 inches high with a top cap that makes them comfortable to sit. We also recommend having a keyhole design in any larger garden beds to make it easier to access the center. Minimizing the amount of bending, kneeling, and reaching benefits gardeners of all ages. Your very own Blue Zone is just a few clicks away. You can use the link in the description box down below to build your own custom quote based upon your location and your growing needs. If you're not sure where to start or what options to choose, we have Growing Dome advisors that would be happy to walk through the process with you. Yes, you could call us and talk to a real person. We also have all 6 sizes of growing domes available for touring in Pagosa Springs, Colorado. And if you're not close to Pagosa, we could try to find one that's a little bit closer to you. We look forward to helping you create your own Blue Zone in your own backyard. Make sure that you subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and like this video if you'd like to see more like this, and we hope to see you soon.